Hi, I'm Andrew with Baker's Gas. We're here today with the new Ranger 330 MPX. Just came out. We just got our shipment in from our rep, and we're going to open up the box, check it out. I haven't seen it yet, haven't welded with it, haven't touched it, haven't done anything. Just looked at a couple of spec sheets. We're going to check it out. So it came in nicely packaged. Nice straps around it. Heavy duty. Should be just sitting on a pallet. It's bolted to the pallet. So first thing first, you notice it's packaged up well, but look how small it is. The footprint of this unit is a lot smaller than, say, the older Ranger series that came out. But just opening it all up. Wow, that's pretty awesome looking. I have not seen one, just pictures of them. Definitely almost like an aerodynamic look on it. It's pretty sweet. Got, oh, look at that, side doors open up. Very awesome. I believe this has a 25 horse Kohler motor in it. That's pretty cool. So on this new Ranger 330, this thing's 20% smaller, 25% lighter than comparable units. Just walking around the unit and looking at it, they say up to 60% quieter than a comparable unit. So comparable units would be probably your Trailblazer 325, that kind of engine drive. But if you notice, they got a lot of noise reduction foam on this thing. Pretty awesome. We'll pop down the side here. This thing has a 11-gallon fuel tank, weighs 446 pounds. With the size and the weight, takes up about, they say, 31% less volume comparable to other engine drives that are on the market. But looking at this, you see more noise foam. Another interesting thing came inside, lifting hooks for the front of the unit. Kind of a unique thing. The owner's manual right inside the door there. And then your gas tanks in the bottom, you can see that. Generators on top, engine right there. Pretty compact little unit. Oh, and the door comes off too. Look at that for service. So let's get the battery hooked up. We'll get a little gas in this unit, and we'll fire it up, and we'll walk through the screen. You can see they have a LCD screen display, which is brand new to this unit, unique to the welding world. I don't think any engine drive on the market has an LCD display. We'll fire it up and we'll walk through it all. Just to show you on the front of this unit, so you open up the two swing doors here. This plastic piece covers up the battery. It's a Torx head. It's a T30. I just used a power ratchet. It just slides right out. There was 4 bolts, T30. Just throw them in there, and then you got your ground cable. You got your power cable. So we'll go ahead and pop the covers off the battery. Now it comes not hooked up, and that's for safety purposes and transport, that kind of thing. But we'll get it all hooked up and put this panel back on. It was pretty simple. Batteries up front in this unit, not in the back like they usually are. It's designed that way so when you do truck bed mount this thing, you don't have to pull it out to change the battery if your battery dies over time, or if you have an issue, you can just pop that front cover off and change out that battery. So we'll get it hooked up and get her going here. All right, so now that we got the battery hooked up, we got enough fuel in the tank. I'm just gonna turn on the machine, and I'll go through all the programs that are in it, what it does, different features. So the first thing you'll notice is when I turn that key, you hear the Ranger 330 MPX, and you hear this clicking noise. That's the fuel pump getting ready and pumping fuel up to the carburetor. And then I'll turn the key here. But before I start it, we're going to toggle through all the functions because it's kind of loud to talk over the engine. We'll wait for it to go down. So just stepping into this thing, you got a home button, remote on button, question, and a back button. So if you want to go back, we'll go to the home button. So this is kind of like the 210 MP, the screen, similar functionality, I should say. So you got stick, flux core, MIG or flux core gas shielded, spool gun, TIG, pipe welding downhill, carbon arc gouging, engine, that's going to give you your maintenance schedules, that kind of thing, and then settings. Change the clock, the language, that kind of stuff, some of the settings. So let's just go back to the very first one, which is stick. To get into that, you go click that. All right, now you get into this. So it's going to give you your fuel. It tells you how much fuel we have, 30 amps. We can adjust up from there. We got the output on. Hot start is set 7.5, and arc force is off. Click remote on, and then we're ready to stick weld. That's just kind of one thing. So to go back. Then you obviously you can toggle to the next one. Click that button like the 210, and then we'll go back, and so on and so forth for each one. And they got a downhill pipe welding and carbon arc gouging. Pretty cool. And you can carbon arc gouge up to 3/64, and it'll run 1/4 inch 7018 at 100% duty cycle. So let's toggle over to the engine function here. Kick into that program. So this is pretty unique. So it gives you a oil life, air filter life, spark plug life, fuel filter life, and brushes life. And up here at the top you can see 100 hours remaining on the oil. So every 100 hours they want you to schedule a oil change for this. And to reset that, I'm just gonna go through it. You push in and hold, and it'll press and hold knob to reset. Pretty straightforward. Resets it back to 100%. So when you change the oil, you come in here and press and hold that button, and it'll reset the whole thing. Same thing with the air filter, spark plug, fuel filter, and then the brushes. Pretty unique. Tells you the hours, your RPM, and your battery voltage. And then your purchase service kit. There you go, there's your service kit part number. So when you go to change the oil, the air filter, all that stuff, you can get on the bakersgas.com and order this part number right here. It's the whole service kit to air filter, oil filter, and everything for that service change. But we'll go back to home. We'll go into settings. So like I said, language, units, restore to factory setting, your PIN number. You have an operator pin, supervisor pin. So a supervisor pin will go, it only allows you to get in your setup menu and your engine menu, whereas so you can look at the service and everything needed. On the setup, it only allows the supervisor to get in the setup. Operator pin, that restricts the whole unit from even being started until you put in a operator pin. So we set one up. I'm going to turn it off, turn it back on. It says Ranger. Notice the fuel pump's not running. Ask you for a pin. So good for job sites, right? Construction job sites. You don't want other contractors coming in using your equipment. You lock it out with a pin number. So I'll put our pin number in. And then you can hear the fuel pump starting to run. So it locks the whole unit out from starting. Pretty unique. I like that. I like that. It's going to be a good feature for job sites. We'll wait for the menu to come back up here. So we're going back to the setup menu. Now it asks us for a supervisor pin number because we changed that to have a supervisor pin number so we can access the setup menu. Good for locking the welder out if you have somebody that likes to go in and change parameters or nominal settings or delete stuff, put it on a different language, that kind of thing. Takes all the mischief out of the job. So hit done, lets us into that. So we'll keep goggling forward here. Weld mode selection. So on this unit you can also keep them on the home screen. You can keep the stick on the home screen, the flux core on the home screen, or if you click that button, it turns it to off. You can see active, off. Pretty unique. We'll click it again so it's on. So you can turn those off so they won't appear on the home screen when you click home. Go down to the engine service time. This is just another menu for engine service time, so it gives you oil, air filter, spark plug, fuel filter, and brushes. It gives you another number, tells you where they're at, that kind of thing. Clock, we set the clock up, 205. Spool gun calibration. We're calibrating your new spool gun for this unit, which we do have, and we're gonna demo one today. Fuel purge. This is kind of a unique function of this machine. So a fuel pump runs the carburetor out of the fuel to prepare for the long-term storage. So what that's telling us is that it's if you're going to put it in storage instead of putting it in stay-bill and you have your carburetor getting all gummed up, press that button. If the machine is stored in a long period of time, gasoline inside the carburetor breaks down and may clog the fuel passages, making it difficult to restart the engine. So this fuel pump then uses it and takes the gasoline out of the carburetor, keeping the fuel passage clear for an easy restart of the engine after a long period of time stored. Fuel pump purge is complete. Turn machine off. We're going to go back. There we go. Diagnostic information. Runs you through the diagnostic information, more or less used by your service technician to go through and see what different part numbers are, engine run time, that kind of a thing. And that's the last thing on that menu. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. We'll go back. Now see, on this engine, got to put in a supervisor pin because we created that. And see how, oh, there you go. There's your engine, you know, your run time, your engine level, oil level, air filter level, that kind of thing. That's pretty cool. So lock this up. Very unique because it's got all your function. It has a lot of different functionality compared to other Rangers. Pretty awesome. So let's try and we'll get some lugs on it, and we'll fire this unit up and see how it welds. Alright, so let's fire this unit up. So, like I said before, click at the auto idle. You'll hear the fuel pump kicking, pull the choke. Fires up. When you drop it, it's on high idle. Drop it to auto idle. See how it drops the RPMs down? Idle's roughly at 2,600 RPM. High idle, 3,600 RPM. So, it's a relatively quiet unit. As you can see, it's quiet. I mean, we could have a conversation right now. Pretty awesome little unit. All right, just to go over some different plug features on this unit. I'll shine my light down here, but we have a 120 240 volt single phase. We have a 240 volt plug up in the right hand corner. Two GFCI protected plugs, which their resets are right over here, and we have a breaker for the main 240 plugs. So very nice setup. It's all tucked back in there, and the doors cover it all up. I like that. And then on the top here you have a 6-pin connection and you have a 7-pin connection. No 14-pin connection because this is an X model, so 14 pins were on older wire feeders using remote cables. This thing works off a cross-link technology, which basically takes away that control cable and talks in the welding cable. So it talks to your feeder through the welding cable. Pretty unique to this model, just brand new. So they're trying to push everybody to use feeder, say an LN25X model, with this unit because it's going to talk with cross-link technology. Pretty unique. So we'll walk around the unit here and show you some other different features. So the manual was in here, but you can see easy access to your fuel filter, easy access to your fuel pump, more noise cancellation stuff in there. Up top here we have air filter, add oil to the engine here, your dipstick there, all easy to get to. Got your gas tank there, remember 11 gallons of gas. We have the, right here, this is a pretty unique feature, oil drain. Now, I don't know about you, but every time I go to change my oil in my engine drive, the plug's way back there and I gotta somehow get all that oil across all of this equipment, all these pieces and parts without getting it everywhere. That's a nice feature to add. One thing that I misspoke about earlier is these lifting lugs. Now, I was lying when I told you they were lifting lugs. They're not lifting lugs. What they are is they connect to the front of the unit down here, and they are actually cable lugs. So you string your cable up through that and put it into your lug connector or straight right on there. And what it does is it keeps tension off your lug when you jerk on those cables. So it comes down through here and it pulls on this instead of pulling on this. Pretty unique to that unit. That's a nice feature. Jumping into some accessories that you can get for this. Obviously, factory running gear, which when I say factory, I mean for hard surface floors. Off-road running gear. The new spool gun that comes with it. No module, direct link right in. Pulsing aluminum spool gun, pretty awesome. You can obviously get wire feeders. The new Activate X wire feeder talks through cross-link technology, so no remote cables that are stringing out between those two. All in all, in comparison, this unit kind of stands alone by itself, and I'll say it is an engine drive like the rest of the competition. 330 amps, 100% duty cycle at 28 volts. But what makes it stand alone is its size, the quietness, and now the new technology that's involved in this thing with the screen. Makes it user-friendly for all the welders. I mean, you watch this toggle through that thing. It's just simple, stupid. I mean, it cuts it right down. You can just pick and go. I like it. I like that feature a lot, and that's what makes it standalone. So, jumping into pricing on this unit right now, it's $6,049 with a rebate from Lincoln Electric from the factory. $1,000 rebate. So you pay $6,049. You apply for the rebate, you get a $1,000 Visa card back from Lincoln Electric. That's an awesome deal. So it makes the whole unit $5,049. They are in stock at bakersgas.com, and they do ship for free. So if you're looking to upgrade your engine drive, I would definitely take a look into this unit some more and do your research. But it's an awesome unit, and I will tell you, to replace everything, if you're looking for that new technology, cut out the remote cables, you go to Crosslink technology. Awesome for that. All in all, it's a great thing. So stay tuned for more videos on this. We're going to weld with it. We're going to hook up a spool gun to it. We're going to hook up an Activate X feeder to it, and we're going to give it a good one go around on all the welding processes, see how they go. And stay tuned at bakersgas.com. Remember, they're available online, bakersgas.com, all in stock. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.